start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So Colorado's offense will take the field for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time play.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bucks! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got it on the outside. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Inside the tech. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends. Like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And the Buffaloes are in the hurry-up. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They're working that left side. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
There's just so much chemistry between this quarterback and his receiver, and you saw it right there, down the perimeter, trying to work the boundary. Just put it somewhere near him. He'll catch it, he'll get a foot down, and help out his offense.
And the Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. Got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
They'll move the tight end. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Makes the grab on the left. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. He'll do it himself. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd and goal for the offense. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Looking for the end zone. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. Lewis to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Finds a man on the left. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way. Knocked it right down the middle. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. He lets it fly. He's got it on the left. Open spaces.
offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, if he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Boy, both teams doing some early work, and now they'll try to add to this 21-14 lead. Quickly to the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. Look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
They're dealing with a second and long. Off the RPO, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry-up. Just keeps slinging it. He lobs one high down the left side. Grabs it up the 25 in stride. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Lewis wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Fires the pass. Intercepted. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking to throw on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Blasted as he lets it go.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Backed up now, here's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to take the top off. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. The Sooners send out the punt unit. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. Quick release by the QB. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Bellamy. At the 35, he's open. They get him out of bounds, but a chunk play to wrap up the first quarter, and this offense will carry momentum into the second. If you like offense, this second quarter is probably going to be a game for you. So first down here as they go back to work. Lewis to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Trying play action. Pressure coming. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. You could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football. Just fights back to the last one.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Touchdown, Buffaloes! the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Looking to take a shot. And he makes the catch inside the 20. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14. He'll pull it on the read. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buffs! No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself in for 6.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Got it in the middle, it's Bray. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. And the Sooners moving quickly to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there.
Trying to get behind the defense. Makes the grab at the 30. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw.
There he goes! Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. And the Buffaloes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll run play action. Finds a spot in the middle. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. They'll send the back in motion. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. He's got it and still on his feet. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
How nice is it in this offense to have a tight end like that guy that can come up with plays for you all over the field? We just saw the big third down catch. He set him up here in the red zone. I like going back to him, maybe lining him and flexing him outside, getting a one-on-one opportunity for him to use his size advantage.
Powers forward. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Colorado.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they're
going to throw it over the top of the D. Caught at the 25. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. The Sooners will have it first and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Looking to throw again. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Tackle is made, but how about the toughness with this junior just standing in the fire and delivering the ball? From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got it on the run. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on first and goal. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. Back to pass. Buying some time. Touchdown, The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Lewis wants to pass. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Pocket breaking down. He'll take a deep shot here. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Going to swing it on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Grab behind the line. It's Bellamy. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Buffaloes decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. He wants to start this drive with a pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. That's caught. It's Thomas. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Sooners can really attack on this second and short. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the third time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Great place to start for this offense. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Gets it to him on the screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
On the run from inside his own 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. And the Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Rides to back and leaves it. Breaks into the open. Bulldozes his way through. He was... Welcome to Sooner Nation and Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Buffaloes will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Sooners offense will go on the attack first. We'll keep a close eye on the play calling and just how diligent they are in getting the tight end involved, Jesse. It just didn't work last week.
Yeah, there's no question that this coaching staff, they know the offense basically goes as their big tight end goes. And that's why they lost their last game out. They didn't get him the ball enough. And that was a huge problem. So, David, big priority, #1 for this offense in this one, get him as many touches, as many ways as you can.
Yeah, feed the big fella, the big target, the chain mover, the red zone area, but just, you don't have to be as accurate. I think that's the thing that's nice. When you're throwing to a big tight end over the middle of the field, like, they'll catch it and still get hit. It's not that big of a deal, so we got to use the big fella.
And this quarterback hasn't been able to find his rhythm on his first 2 throws. 3rd and 10 coming up. With the catch, it's Washington. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Trying to keep this drive alive. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. The Sooners want to move quickly.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. He believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
The Sooners had this offense rolling. The give on the inside. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Bray. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He fires a bullet to the right. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, going to the air. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it. But
intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Rushes on him. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say it's out of bounds, an incomplete pass. Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on first down, but the defense was ready. Lewis to throw. Wide open downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Oh, he's got some space. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bucks! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. And he takes this from inside the 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bray. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He might want another play. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
He wants to throw it again. Got his man downfield. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big 3rd down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
They've really controlled the ball on this drive, and the penalty gives them another 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. A return there there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Lewis wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides. And the Buffaloes headed quickly to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Quarterback floating away from pressure. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. And the Buffaloes will punt it away on fourth down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Fires to the tight end. Out across the 45, and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. They'll run it from the gun. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run.
Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. First and goal for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. Guys, Colorado has the lead here, and we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Might be changing the route. Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The offense cashing it in on that drive. And they tacked on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. off coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. The RPO, it's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Buffaloes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Trying to get rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Lewis to throw. It's complete. There he goes. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got the back in the middle. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Buffaloes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. To the ground with the back. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buffaloes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Quarterback may change this route.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense working from the pistol. From the gun, looking for a man. Got a man. It's Washington. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He's got an open man. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
Really nice job threading the needle on that pass. They've had a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. The names go on and on and on. Hurting you in the passing game with their vision, with their accuracy. This guy, I tell you, he fits right in this Oklahoma offense.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Black. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Mismatch in the middle, it's Thomas. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Motion from the wideout. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Bringing the heat. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Got his man. He'll be brought down at the 12-yard line. Not enough for the 1st down, and let's see if they try to convert on 4th. They just keep firing. He's got it. 1st down and more. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
Let's go! Let's go!
Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Connection to the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Lewis wants to pass. He tries to take the top off. Catch and stride inside the 15. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. It's complete to the right. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. And after the really good gain on 1st down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, and he missed it. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion. And
back to the air on 2nd down. fires it down the seam. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Looking for more room. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. And with that, let's head back to Oklahoma and Memorial Stadium.
He'll start the return inside the spot. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. This crowd still bringing the intensity to open the second half. Lewis to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Buffaloes will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. He wants to change this route. He'll start this drive firing. Unloads to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. The Sooners in the hurry up.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. So now it's second and long.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Really good coverage by this defense. That they were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Lewis wants to pass. Working that left side now. He is down at the one. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground.
Touchdown, Buffaloes! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he tacked on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Sooners line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Black. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The play action fake. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Sooners will hustle to the line. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. The offense gets a fresh set of downs after the PI. We'll see if the defense can regroup and put together a stop. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Looking for his man. Got it in the middle. It's Robinson. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10.
Base, 27.
Leaves it with the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Sooners looking to convert on 4th down. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have in the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Using his legs, it's Bellamy. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Buffaloes want to crank the tempo. Off play action. Firing to the right, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Sooner Nation bearing down. This offense on this huge 3rd down play. Calls it in. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The Buffaloes line up to punt it away. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Kicking team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Off-play action on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. To the air on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the 1st down. The Sooners have pushed it inside the 20. Looking for space. It's Robinson. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. He's got it. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Offense facing 4th down.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. They'll try the right side. Sweet cut there. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Buffaloes are in the hurry-up.
And you're you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Reads it, fires complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Lewis to throw. Fires to the wideout. On over the middle. It's Gibson. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. From the gun, they'll try the middle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Looking to throw on third. Trying to make magic with his feet. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? And the Buffaloes will line it up on 1st and 10.
Oh, it's a backbreaker for this defense. QB scrambling and picking up the first down with the lead here in the fourth quarter. It's going to keep this drive alive. They're going to bleed more seconds off the clock. Not what you were hoping for if you're on D that last play.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. The pass is incomplete. Thought they might catch the defense napping, but it'll be third down. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Buffaloes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Gonna run it. It's Bellamy. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Lewis wants to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bucs! They push out this lead in the fourth quarter, and it might be enough to give them that elusive second win of the season. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth quarter lead.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it. because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Might be calling a hot route. Trying to start the drive with a pass. That's reeled in. It's Thomas.
Man, that's a good first down for this offense. Get something positive going. Like, listen, the possessions are shrunk now. We're in the fourth quarter. The clock is ticking for us. Down 2 possessions. You're not going to get many more, so they got to be smart with the football while still being aggressive.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Black. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Looking to throw on first down. The throw. Snagged out of the air.
You know, at this point of the game, guys, trailing the way they are late in the game, check down throws are not going to get it done. You've got to be more aggressive in the passing game, and you're going to have to just start taking shots.
Looking to buy time. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This has become almost automatic. 4th and 1, go for it. They did, and they got it.
No doubt about it. No discussion. I don't need to consult my offensive coordinator. I don't need to consult my defensive coordinator. We're going for that, and we're going to get it, and we're going to go for it. And if we don't get it, we're going to go for it the next time.
Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the play fake. Right down the middle. Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Sooners with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, it's Fox. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Wants to throw again. Got his man on the right. Offense has gained momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the other?
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Throwing right. A strike downfield. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. These corners going to give these receivers some space. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. There he goes. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the